When we started speaking to Creative Avenue, they quickly got hold of what our unique selling point was as a business. And then based on that, they developed the marketing approach that we needed. And that was great for us. We didn't have to spend a great deal of time explaining what we did and how we were different. They quickly latched onto that and began to work with that straight away.
Creative Avenue have been working with Aspire for many years now, from when the initial brand was incepted. So I think they fully understand what the brand is, what the ethos is, and what our end goal is as an organisation.
I found that Creative Avenue did actually a lot of research into my customers, my marketplaces, and whatever objective I went with, that was turned on its head and examined from many angles before they came back to deliver a package to me.
I suppose the big thing was they really did listen. They really sat us down, I suppose, and made us understand the importance of branding. And when we were developing a new domiciliary care service, we wanted to have a completely separate brand. And again, it was explained to us that still had to have some kind of linkage to the main organisation.
They deliver a service that is no nonsense. For us, they delivered exactly what we wanted in the time we wanted it, for a price we wanted it for.
Creative Avenue actually come back and a few concepts and saying, is this what you're after? Am I going in the right direction? And then we can actually just hone that down, and we end up with a finished product that not just ourselves are happy with, but I think Creative Avenue are happy with as well, that they've actually achieved the goal that was in the initial brief.
It's quite a difficult brief that we gave them. In terms of our customers, it had to appeal to the commissioners of our services and also to the people that actually directly used our services.
The range of ideas that Martin had were very broad and reflected, if you will, the image that we wished to portray.
5 years down the line, we work in symmetry together. Creative Avenue exceeded my expectations and educated me in an area of my business that I knew very little about.
Very experienced, very professional approach, and didn't use a lot of our time, to be quite honest. Kept in touch with us in terms of the key steps, I suppose, but really we left it to them and they just delivered.
I think Creative Avenue have assisted in working with us in the brand to actually make sure it's future-proof and it doesn't date, and that in 10 years we've been going as an organisation, they've been happy to work with us to make sure that everything they provide us with, the materials they produce, don't date either, and that they can keep moving forwards as we do.
The end product reflected the fact that Martin had got a grasp of what we were doing. It's very hard sometimes to go into a very specific product and know it after 2 meetings, but no, in the end it was really good.
I've never ended with a bad product. I've never ended with a bad design. I've never experienced bad service. I've never been let down.
Martin was always on hand to deal with any inquiries we had. That regular contact was very important in the fact that any queries we had on the job or any amendments we needed to make, Martin was always available to come in our office. He's always on the end of the phone. We can always go and visit him if required to make sure that the job was completed to satisfaction.
I would almost say 7 days a week. I mean, there were occasions because we had some tight deadlines with some of the literature that we wanted them to produce. So if we was to ring Creative Avenue on a Saturday, we were given telephone numbers to do that. So it was really good.
I can go to them with an idea I have, and 2 days later when they come to discuss that idea, they've broken that idea down, they've looked at it from many, many angles, and they deliver something far better than I could ever imagine.
I did think it was good value. As far as benefits are concerned, we've had a lot of clients who've given us very positive feedback about the website. Clients who we sent the corporate brochure out to have thought that that was very well put together and very clearly illustrated the services that we offer.
Based on the market value at the moment, how much products cost, how much people's time costs, and what we came out with in the end, I think we were all satisfied that we got good value for money.
Value for money? I would have to say that I would rate them a 10 out of 10. I would much sooner spend my money with Creative Avenue than I would any other agency in the similar industry.
Always kept the deadlines, never went over. If anything, it was ourselves that hindered the job because Martin was making sure that he achieved our end results where we had maybe actually moved the goalpost without actually letting them know.
They've worked round the clock to endeavour to hit deadlines for brochure launch, for exhibition dates, everything. I've never been let down once by them.
I would say, first of all, very good value. Can't complain at all. And the benefits is the reactions with our own staff when they've seen the new marketing material and how it reflects what they do. We've had real positive feedback, and our customers as well that are seeing our new material as well like it. It suits their purpose as well.
I think our customers are happy with the results they see because they read the magazines that are produced by Creative Avenue and they pick up the publications that he's edited and finished at the end of the day. Because
they deliver a service that is no nonsense. You can change things, but they've got valid ideas as well. An objective point of view that you might not have looked at something in a particular way, and they will point that out to you.
Without directing us too much, they basically explained some of the consequences of what we were trying to do, I suppose, and kept us on the right path.
I'm very satisfied with the work and the pricing of Creative Avenue. We have used them on a number of occasions and indeed continue to use the company. I would strongly recommend them to anybody else.
It's that personal touch, and that you're not a number, you're not just an account, you're actually a person to them, and they're actually willing to actually go out of their way to make sure that you get what you require and what you're paying for.
The work that they produced was exceptional quality. It had an excellent message to the audience that we were trying to deliver to. I'd recommend them to anybody locally or nationally. We got more business from this show than we have done out of all the shows that we've done before.
Absolutely outstanding. There's not many businesses in 5 years that could say that a supplier has not let them down. He's never let me down. The company, deserves all the success it achieves.
I can't think of a business that wouldn't need to contact Creative Avenue, to be quite honest, because I suppose what I've got from it is how they work in terms of their understanding of a business, so I can't think of a business that they wouldn't be able to assist, to be honest. I think they're just very good.
Any small, medium enterprise that just hasn't got a marketing function themselves, can't afford because of budgets and obviously the current economic climate, just get in touch with Creative Avenue. I'm sure that everything they can offer, you can actually grow your brand and develop your business further.
I would definitely recommend Creative Avenue, and I suppose the reason why is just the method of working. They really do understand the business. They get involved in the business, and in terms of their approach, they kind of lead you by the hand without being over-prescriptive. So it's a really good partnership approach to working.
Anybody that was serious about staying in business or progressing their business or bettering their business, I would definitely tell them to go see Creative Avenue.
Entirely satisfied with everything they do for us. Never had any problems or complaints with anything they've delivered, and I just think it's a great company to work with.